I have my Cricut mat. It's gotten to where it's not sticky anymore, and I've already submerged it in water and tried to scrape it off with my spatula, and I got it to where it's kinda sorta got the stickiness back to it, but still way too much dirt and different pieces of paper and stuff like that. So I decided I'm gonna try something else. If I mess up my mat, then oh well, I'll just have to buy another one. So I am going to use Awesome in a well ventilated area, and I'm just gonna spray it on here, just this little part. If you want to use gloves, go for it. I'm gonna let it set, but I have my tub of water. I'm gonna submerge it in after I do this a little bit. I'm barely putting pressure on it. Oh, see, that's much better. Much better. And instead of spraying more, I'm just moving the liquid around. See how the water is getting even dirtier, or the liquid's getting dirtier? It's coming loose from the mat, and I want to get it to where it's as clean as possible, and then I'm going to use a stick it over and over, and I'm going to spread it on real thin and let it dry, probably overnight, to where it gets sticky again. Okay everyone, so I'm back, and it feels completely done. Whenever I rinsed it off, I put some dishwashing liquid on it and washed it real good to make sure that there was no residue from the Awesome left behind, and rinsed it real good. And if you want to know where you can get the Awesome from, I bought this bottle from the Dollar Tree, and I've also seen them at Dollar General. So whenever I'm gonna let this completely dry, and I paid special attention to the edges whenever I was cleaning the edges, because as you know, if your paper is not stuck down real good on the edges, the blade of the Cricut is going to pick the paper up, and it's going to start raveling up and get caught up in there, and you do not want to do that if at all possible. So once it completely dries, I'm going to spread a thin coat of Aleene's Tack It Over and Over. I bought this, let's see, it's 4 fluid ounces. I bought this from Michael's, and I don't remember the price of it, but I used my 40% off coupon. Love it, love it, love it. Feels like I need another bottle. It's about right there. But I use this to re-stick my mat, to make stickers, to make glue dots, my very own glue dots. It's also good for the 3D foam pieces, the dimensionals. Just get you some foam and lightly spread this over both sides of it, and you got your own dimensional foam pieces. Just a great way to save money. But that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna let it dry. Once it dries clear, then you can use it. Whenever you spread it on real thin, it does not take long to dry completely, but I'm gonna wait probably overnight to make sure. Now, to clean it with the Awesome, it took about maybe 5 to 6 minutes, and then I washed it. So now I'm using this little tool from Stampin' Up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work in this 6x6 square right here, and then I'm gonna move to the next and next until it's all filled. I want to make sure to get it completely covered. That's why I'm doing a small section at a time. And on this tool I'll be using this part since it's the flattest, and then I'll come back afterwards. Or I'll show you a little bit. Lid wants to stick to my finger. So put it right here on the edge. Can't really do it with the camera. Be careful not to get it too close to the end. Take this side and scrape it off. So what I'll do is I'll go behind it to wash that part off. Right here, go ahead and get it with my finger. And do it thin. I mean, you don't have to go one certain way. It's just whenever I get it all, then I go behind it and get the excess. You want it as thin as you can get it. Alright, now I'm going to leave you, and I'll come back whenever it's completely done. Okay, now I have it completely covered. See the shininess to it? I hope it shows up. And then, I mean, it's already starting to dry. But I'm going to let it dry overnight. And then what you do is you put a piece of paper over it a few times. You want to do it before you run it through the Cricut, because once the Cricut is cut and then you go to do it, the adhesive is new and is strong, so you're probably going to end up ripping it. So put a sheet of paper over it and pull up the cardstock, or either take your hand and go down over it a few times to get a little bit of your natural oils off your hand to where it'll loosen it up some. You don't want to do that too much. Make sure your hands are clean whenever you do it, though. But I hope this helps you. If you do decide to go with this method, or any resticking method, it's going to save you a ton of money, especially if your mat gets as dirty as mine as fast as mine does. So whenever this gets completely dry, then I'll get back to using it again. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.